What is good? What is good? Welcome to another episode of Player Life. Here in Tokyo, it is a Thursday evening here in Tokyo. Back for another episode 13. Lucky number 13. Who we got in there? We got Winston in the house, as coined by MLS, the notorious Mac the Daywalker. MLD asterisk. Yeah. Mac the Daywalker. Day and night. Anytime I'm out and about. It's not just daytime. Night and day. 24/7. Always good. But yeah, today I guess I'm gonna talk about home deliveries. Well, that's the title of today's episode of Player Life here in Tokyo. We're talking about home deliveries, like Amazon, like Uber Eats, stuff that gets delivered right to your front door. It's when it works out, it's good. It is a good time when you get a girl just delivered straight to your house. Quite honestly, I don't know. I don't even know if there's any secret to it. It seems as though whenever I get a home delivery, it is there's not really any trick to it other than trying to like have portray yourself as a hot dude on dating apps, and the better your profile, the more traction you're gonna get, and the more there's the more women that will literally just come to your house. On what was it? I think it was today's Thursday, so it was Monday. I had the crazy girl come around, but she just home delivery straight from Bumble. She won't be coming around again, even though she was a home delivery. She was a one hit wonder, one night wonder. Yeah, that was enough for her. But today I got another home delivery on the way. I discovered recently that my Bumble account had, for some reason, had the age setting to it was set from, I think it was like 25 to 31 for some reason. I never set it at that age, but I didn't know that was the setting, and I went and I just went into the settings for some reason today, and I saw that it was the age range was only 25 to 31. And I was like, what the hell? So I was missing out, and I changed the setting today, and holy shit, it's just like blown up. I've just gotten ridiculous amounts. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's the algorithm's working. I guess I have a decent enough profile, but it's interesting. I'm not complaining at all. I can't keep up really, but I have a home delivery coming after right after this show. If you're in the chat, let me know who you are. Let me know who you are and what is good. A to Z said, what is your mindset when the girl ghost ignores your approach in a game? Those can hit me hard. I mean, well, your first problem is the fact that you're letting it hit you hard. Like, I understand that it's kind of maybe a little bit embarrassing if you're if you're in a very public space, and it can be a little bit embarrassing if people around you see you approach a girl and she just ignores you or whatever. But I mean, it has to be like water off a duck's back, because if it's just like, think about it. Like, I mean, if she's just ignoring you, I mean, it's better than her like barking at you or saying some giving you some abuse, you know. So I mean, it doesn't. You have to change your mindset. Um, it's just nothing. Like, just forget about it. Move on. I mean, that's part of the game. I mean, the best day gamers, the people who, like the people who have the best game will get ignored. Even a Chad, like even a really good looking, no matter who, they're gonna get ignored some percentage of the time. You just have to change your mindset, um, to one of not giving a shit. You have to have that, like, you have to have more tenacity. You have to have the ability to, just have more, endure more rejection. If you're not able to, the thing is, if you're not able to endure like getting rejected, then you're never really going to be you're never going to really be that successful in day game. You're never going to rack up like serious like day game skills, because you don't have the, um how do I say, you don't have thick enough skin to be able to like handle getting rejected. And just I would say, long answer short, uh to make it short, I would say you just need to remind yourself that everyone gets rejected, everyone gets ghosted, even the best. So just keep reminding yourself that. um I get ignored all the time. Who cares? I really don't care, because then there's the one time I don't get ignored, and it's some hottie, and she comes back, and we just have the crazy monkey sex, doing monkey backflips on me, on my bed, having, just crazy stuff. So it's worth it when you just stick at it. They're never going to come to you. Also, remind yourself that they are never going to come to you. You will be waiting a long time for these girls to come to you. Well, they're never going to come to you. Understand that. You got to know that. And then also remind yourself that, yeah, everyone gets ghosted or rejected, no matter how good at game you are. You have to understand the females have evolved differently. You know, they they don't have the same goals as males do. The female and the male mind work in very different ways. So you have to realize that women are looking for the best seed, um, and men are just looking for abundance. This is like the id. Like, reality is, men are just looking to procreate. I don't mean you're literally, you actually want to have children, but in the hindbrain, you want to, like, spread the seed. And women just are basically have evolved to survive, like not get killed, um, because it was very, it's only in the past couple of thousand years that we've, you know invented, evolved to have societies. In the past, it would have been much more. It just was so different, hunter gatherer tribes and whatnot. And women just aren't, used to getting approached by random strangers. And there's could be 1,000 reasons as to why, she would reject you, or she would ghost you. I mean, she could have a boyfriend. I mean, there could be all these things going on. And yeah, and it also could be that she just doesn't want to have anything to do with you. She might not have a boyfriend, but I mean, that's just part of the game. You're never going to win them all. Just understand, use it as motivation to encourage you to do better next time, and just be happy that you're out there trying it. Because most guys don't have the balls to do it. MLD in the house. What is good? Who else we got in the house? Winston in the house. Miguel, what's good? Jason B, what's good? Yeah, know your worth. Yeah, what's good? But it's just it boils down to if you're not in, you can't win. I mean, and most guys aren't even willing to put their step into the ring of they're not even willing to throw their hat in the ring because they just don't think they're allowed to do it. They've been conditioned by society. They've been so beat down, uh, and it's so unfortunate. I mean, well, I mean, I don't care, but I mean, it's sometimes, but sometimes I see such a waste, like wasted talent. Like I know guys that, like some of my friends, even back home in Ireland. I mean, like really, really good, handsome looking dudes, no homo. But I know guys that are handsome, like tall, like 6'3", tall, chiseled jaw, and they're like, they're in the single digits of like, getting pussy. And they want pussy just as much as me, but they've been conditioned and beat down by society to think that it's wrong to be a player, and you have to, like, you have to be a gentleman. Like women, oh, women are allowed to. They have full agency, full freedom to hook up with as many guys as they want. They're encouraged. It's celebrated. It's a celebrated thing. But men are denigrated and subdued and ridiculed and harassed by the media for being straight, for being a man. Like you're ridiculed, you're put down, you're accused of being a pervert, you're accused of being a creep, you're accused of just being a scumbag, all everything. You're just for being a straight male. You're just giving dogs abuse. Yeah, women are like celebrated in the mainstream media, in pop culture, in everything. Just we got OnlyFans. It's socially acceptable for women to put everything on display and make money from their bodies. But as soon as men try and like get involved, like try and get some for themselves, they get like harassed, like they get put down, they get abused, they get they're told that they're harassing, and it's but this is just the media. In real life, this, the 99% of the time, you're not gonna suffer any repercussions for like, approaching a girl on the street, or it's all propaganda, trying to like put us down. Um, yeah, in Western countries, sure, you're gonna come across, maybe you're gonna come across eventually, if you're doing a lot of day game, you might get some super nasty, nasty chick, nasty feminist in disguise, maybe, because I think you can tell, like, you should know by the look of a chick whether you should approach or not. You don't want to, most feminists are not very. I think you can read them like a book a lot of the time. Sure, there are going to be some that are in disguise. I mean, they might look normal, but then you might approach, and they'll bark at you. But whatever, like, it's not illegal. I mean, you're just saying hello. Like, just don't worry about it. I would say just don't overthink it. Um, use it as an inspiration. Just be like, I'm not going to be subdued by this society trying to like put me down for being a man. Like, we're bombarded with imagery and like of extremely like sexual, like sexy women in pop culture, like, and we're told that it's like insane kind of it's insane kind of psychological warfare almost on men, because we're told that it's not sexual, it's just fashion, get over it. It's just like, don't, like, we're told by the mainstream media, it don't sexualize women's bodies, like, and like you'd be confronted with like a woman gyrating on a, I don't know, and like a big oiled up banana or something, and you'd be told like, oh, it's not sexual, it's just art, or something like that. And it's like it's the amazing things that the mainstream media will come out with. I mean, you see it all the time on Instagram too. I mean, there'd be really, insta models like would have like extremely like provocative, like sexy photos of themselves, like really quite clearly very sexual. Like all it's Instagram is quite honestly, there's a lot of it's softcore pornography on Instagram. uh I mean, and there'd be some tag like don't sexualize the female figure, and she'd be wearing some neon bikini with like 7-inch high heels, and she'd be like her lip, just be the most ridiculously overtly sexy picture, and we're told, oh, you're not, this isn't sexual, like just it's just art or whatever. And it's like, you know they're telling us, like, it's like they're making a fool out of us guys. Like, it's like, do you understand? Like, they know, the thing is, they know exactly what they're doing. They're just trying to mess with us. See, they're trying to give females 100% agency over sexual choice. So that's the way things are going in society. They're given, like, women have like 100% of the choice. That's the way they're trying to make it, so that they're trying to subdue men, so that we can't, we're like too put down to think that we're able to be allowed to like approach women like we always have over hundreds of thousands of years of evolution, where men have sought out women that they find attractive. But in this current era, with all the technology and all the you know the way women can rely on government and don't need men, it's just they're getting more and more and more power over the sexual dynamics, and ultimately they're trying to get 100% power, where like guys are told we're not allowed to pursue women in any way. We just have to wait and sit back until we're told, until they come to us. And we as rational men know that 9 out of 10, like 99%, unless you're in the top 1% of the giga chads, which I'm definitely not, you're you're never going to get laid. I mean, women will never come to you, because women will just like go towards the ultimate male, even like women that no way deserve to have a one of those giga, like, perfect body, perfect face, like chad muscular dude. Like, this is what modern society is going like towards. It sounds ridiculous, it sounds crazy, but this is the ultimate. This is what all these, the Gillette ads and whatnot. Does anyone remember that? We all probably, everyone in this chat probably saw the Gillette ad. By the way, guys, get those, if you can do me a favor and get those likes up, just good for the algorithm. It's good. Yeah, but we all remember the Gillette ad, where there's a dude posted up on the side of the street, and it's like, some dude, white knights, and jumps out in front of him and says, "Yo, dude, like, don't." He's just like, he's gonna approach a girl. Like, I literally see nothing wrong with it. He doesn't even he didn't even catcall. He didn't like shout at her or anything. He was just gonna pursue her and, like, do a cold approach. I do that all the time. They're trying to demonize it like it's a horrible, toxic masculinity thing. These people make me sick. Like, such like cowards. And it's like, just like endorsed by ugly women and beta males that are propping it up. Beta males absolutely propping it up. And to be honest, it's all kinds of women that women want. Of course, women want to be able to have full agency, because they don't want to be getting the weak sperm. I mean, as far as sex goes, there's women are getting extremely good sex in this current era because they have access to like top notch dudes. Um, probably, and it's like complete opposite for the majority of guys, especially guys. Most guys in these kind of circles we're an exceptional group. Like we're knowledgeable, we're woken up, we're red pilled, but most guys aren't like that, and they're kicked to the curb. They're like they think it's hopeless. They're probably trying to go through all these different strategies to try and get laid, and a lot of guys end up being beta orbiters because that's the strategy they take on. That they think it works, and the thing is, it might actually work for them occasionally. They'll get some residual, like some feminist pussy now and again from being from just being a beta male, and being one of these progressives that male feminists. But ultimately, these guys will never understand what true female desire feels like, and they'll never have home deliveries, and they'll never have this, that, and the other. Um, they have to worship at the altar of the of feminism, just to beg, and what's the word I'm looking for? Just to virtue signal, and you always see these guys virtue signaling online. Um, I still have my old Facebook up, and I just use it. Like I don't take it seriously whatsoever, and I don't consider anyone on it a real friend. Um, but most of the people that would be on it would have been people that I went to college with, or high school maybe, high school and college, and 99% of them. There's a few people on there that I wouldn't I get on with, but 99% are just people that they're not friends at all. Like, I mean, they're just friends on Facebook. But I see. I sometimes I just Facebook is trash, by the way. But obviously, I shouldn't. I don't need to say that. I guess everyone in here knows that. But the thing is, yeah, I keep Facebook just to even like see, just to witness these virtue signalers and beta males, and how pathetic their virtue signaling is, and how obvious it is to me now. And it's such a bad strategy. It's such a bad strategy. My strategy, my techniques are like 100-fold better. I guarantee it. I guarantee these guys that are virtue signaling, all the guys that, some of the guys that I grew up with, and have adopted this groveling technique to try and get laid, have I guarantee my technique is, my red pill game technique is 100 times. I mean, I probably get 100, not an exaggerate. I probably have gotten 100 times more pussy than they have. Probably, you know what I mean? That's multiply it by 100. They're idiots. They just dry pussies up, and these are the guys that get me too. These are the guys that get because they're just so pathetic, and women just feel kind of dirty after being with them. Whether I just wear my everything's on my sleeve. I am who I am, and I'll be unapologetic about it. I'll never apologize because I know I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm just living in this 21st century, and I'm just gonna enjoy. I'm just gonna enjoy the decline. I mean, why else would I do it? Why would I do it anything else? I'm just gonna be as free as I can, and have a good time. But these guys are just living like slaves. Let's see. Jason B says, "Wonder if there is an internal struggle for women when society tells them one thing and their biology evolution tells them the opposite." Yeah, I'm sure there's some serious. I talked about there was some graph. I mean, I mean, the female depression is going through the roof, especially in Western countries, in English speaking countries. Antidepressants are going through the roof. Especially, apparently, especially, I don't know how accurate. I just it was a graph going around Twitter, but apparently, especially with white women, because white women have especially been being sold the like don't have kids, like it's bad for your environment lie. uh, and they've swallowed it hook, line, and sink. And meanwhile, the other ethnicities are not being fed that lie, and they're happy. They're much happier to try and have a family and get knocked up. But I don't know. That's a no. That's a whole other rabbit hole. But I mean, you're gonna see depression. I think it's well, it's my prediction anyway that you're gonna see depression in Western countries amongst women go to the moon. If you use some crypto terminology, it's gonna go straight to the moon. I mean, it's not gonna be good. I mean, once they wake up and realize that they've missed the baby boat. God, that's some serious existential. That's some seriously existential crisis stuff for women. I mean, I'll be honest. Sometimes I think, oh, maybe someday I'll have kids, but and then then I think, God, I don't know. Then I'm on the train. I'm on the bus or the train, and I hear some like you know some like 2 or 3 year old, and they're like they're screaming. Like, I mean, it's fine, it's all good when they're like cute and they're just like being nice little babies or whatever. But then when you hear them like roaring, like the tantrums, it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I really want to have a kid. But but my point in saying that is, like, multiply. I have a tiny, maybe someday I will, like, maybe it might be a good thing to do. But then multiply that. Imagine how women feel. No, they're like, men. If we don't have kids, it's not the end of the world. I mean, we're not. We just spread the seed. Our seed is not very. It's like, technically you could have thousands and thousands of kids if you wanted. But women, there's a they make a baby in their bodies. They're made to do that. Like, that is their sole. Our function as humans is to procreate. And women don't, like, if you miss. If Just imagine, like, how women feel when they miss that boat. And I can see it every day. I mean, I even see it on Bumble. He's like 30, women that are 30. I get, I pretty much, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet or be, boast or anything, but I, like, on Bumble, app like Bumble, even Tinder, I pretty much match with any woman over 30. Like, I just, when I use Bumble, I just curious of how many matches I get. But I mean, I have, like, yeah, pretty much every woman over 30 I would match with. But you can see the desperation in their uh just how, like, frantically they're, like, kind of like, oh my, like, they're really looking for, like, they really want that match. Like, they really realize now, holy shit, I'm gonna fucking, like, I'm gonna miss that boat. It's gonna be like they're, and these are mostly Asian women, and they're totally freaked out. But it's almost like, I think the thing about Western women is they double down. It's almost like they're almost like they're so fanatic about the feminism that, like, it's too, like when they probably do have that, like, existential feeling of wanting to have, like, kids. But as soon as they realize they missed that boat, they're like double down on feminism like psychos. Like, they won't, because it'll be too depressing to them to do anything otherwise. Like, to realize that they've been sold an absolute bag of shit. like an absolute, like by these globalists that are just toying with them, and that they quite honestly, I don't, most of them don't have that depth of thought to be. They're too, they don't. They're not able to verbalize it like us. They don't know that they don't even. I don't even think they know they've been had, but they'll just have an overwhelming feeling of depression. They don't really. They'll know it's something to do with not having, you know, uh, they'll know it's to do with not having kids or whatever, but they won't know anything about blue pill, red pill. They won't know that, they've been had by this new world order kind of thing. Um, but my point is they'll double down on feminism. They'll because they won't try and oh God, I mean, I wish, they won't try and help the youth. They'll like encourage, because the saying misery loves company. They don't want to see younger women like not, they want to see younger women basically joining them in their misery, because it's kind of like, misery loves company. So they don't want to see the younger generation like not making the same mistakes they made. They want to see the younger generation of women, doing exactly what they did, swallowing the feminism pills, not missing out on having kids. I mean, only today I was just in, I was in Subway today. I was having lunch in Subway, and there was I was just waiting in the queue, and there was this. She looked like, the woman making the sandwiches was she, I don't know, she probably around 20. Look, she looked around 20, 22 or 23, but there was a man in front of me, and he had this like newborn baby, and just the girl was like, she was supposed to be making my sandwich, but she was like infatuated with the baby, like her eyes were just like. So women just women have a different, obviously it's in their like makeup to want to procreate, but like if you ever see the pain, like if you ever notice it, maybe you've never noticed it, but if you ever look at a post-wall woman that has missed the boat, and if you're on a train, if you're on a bus, or if you ever, you might just take note. Next time you see, you'll see, if you see like post-wall woman, like she swallowed the feminism pill, and some younger woman, young beautiful woman with a newborn baby, the pain in that post-wall woman's face will be so, or like she'll just look so defeated. Um, yeah, it's like, they'll really, there's karma's real. Like, if when people, make the wrong decisions, it'll come back to bite them. And none of this is gonna come. It's not gonna be, this generation of progressives and feminists. It's not gonna come. It's not free. I mean, it all comes. They will pay the price, and they'll pay the price with extreme depression, in my opinion. Um, and it won't be it won't be men that are the losers out of all this. It won't be us, because men. I mean, I just don't. Men just don't. There's a men have their own problems. There's huge problems with male depression, but I don't think I don't think the root cause is not having a family. Having kids. I think men can be happy, live happy lives, even if they don't have kids. I mean, as long as they have a good social circle, and people are, a good tribe, as you call it, a tribe of men, and they have interests, and they have things going on. It's just not the same. It's not the same for men and women. Absolutely not even in the same category. Just can't be compared. We men don't we help make kids, but we don't grow them. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, we can make thousands upon thousands technically. It's not, you know, but that's just a bit of a rant about the current situation. But I was supposed to be talking about the home deliveries today, but I guess I thought it would be a good topic to talk about since it's just it's going to happen again apparently tonight. But it seems that when these women are interested in you, they really they don't really put any hoops in front of you. And to be quite honest, it's very similar with day game. With street game, with pickup. Uh, I there's initially there's it's especially when you learn to read body language, and you really kind of understand that it really is a numbers game. You just got to improve yourself, improve like your confidence, your luck, all that, and then it's all about numbers. And these women, when you get a winner, when you hit on a winner, there's not that much that they'll throw at you. It's the same. It seems pretty much the same with these home deliveries. It's like when they want to come and bang, and they like your profile, they'll like there'll be there'll be there'll almost be no. It'll just be straight up. Like there'll be nothing. Jay Rolander says Kamala never had children. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, how are these people that are running societies? They shouldn't be running societies if they have no experience with having a family or anything like that. I mean, and these are the same people supporting like mass abortion and like changing demographics and whatnot. Sick, yeah, sick people. I mean the thing about the thing about even Japan. I mean, abortion is legal in Japan, but it's not seen as a good thing. And I definitely don't think it's not supported. Like it's not supported by taxpayers. Taxpayers don't have to pay for it, and it's very frowned upon. I mean, they say it like even though it is legal, you can get it done here. It's like that's a shameful thing to have to get done. No, they would certainly would. It's just such a different society. I mean, they would be seen as sick bastards if they went out and celebrated that on the street. They would probably get beat. I don't know. Japan's a very peaceful country, so they might not get beaten off the streets, but people would really like despise them. Like everyone, like men, women, uh, children. I mean, if there were women out celebrating abortion here, that would be really like these people are sick. Um, yeah, like I said, I don't know if they get beaten off the streets, but Japan's just exceptionally peaceful place. But let's see, Brent, what is good? Hey, Mark, this girl said she got some tattoos and piercings, and I told her to show me. She said it's on her booty and she doesn't look cute now. Why would she bring it up if she isn't going to show me? I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's just maybe she knows. Did you tell her you like tattoos? I mean, girls will, she's just trying to say that she's just trying to seem like she's not she doesn't maybe she doesn't want to. I don't know. She's just maybe just looking for attention. Maybe she knows you like tattoos. Did you talk about that? And she's trying to kind of tease you, maybe. Jay Rolander says abortion is leading to the extinction of the Japanese people. I don't know about extinction, but I do know I do know there's yeah. I mean, Japan is not really. Japan is not really in danger of becoming extinct. Their population is definitely decreasing, and it will be decreasing for another. But I mean, Japan is doing a lot better than most Western countries. And if you're going to talk about extinction, I mean, look at what's happening to your European countries. That's like a genuine like that's a genuine kind of some countries, by 2050, Irish people will be a minority in Ireland, and that's a fact. And that's not even on the table with Japan. Not even going to be close. It's going to be to think that Irish people are actually going to be it's on on course, wrong course to be a minority in Ireland. But in Japan, that's definitely that won't be happening for a long, long time. I don't even know if that'll ever happen. Japanese people defend their borders. That they get criticized for being soft and weak, and but they're patriotic in the way they defend their nation. Yeah, Brent. Yeah, I mean, girls will say stuff like that. Girls. She says she has a tattoo on her booty. She's probably just looking for attention, man. I mean, it's the same way girls say they're in their dating profiles that they're bisexual, and they're probably then you match with them and you get talking with them, and you say, oh yeah, it's interesting you're bisexual, and she goes, oh, why? Because you want a threesome? And I was like, yeah, because I want a threesome. And I'm like, oh, I don't do threesomes, and they're just looking for attention most of the time, just trying to that's what I think. um Yeah. Oho says, do you think during lockdown it is more likely to approach a girl and go on an instant date? Um, I mean, I've done it during lockdown. I don't know if it would be more likely. To be honest, it's probably less likely because chicks are um they're anxious about being all the propaganda and the beer bug, but it's definitely not off the cards. I mean, you just got to be bold, take bold moves. I let these kind of like I get inspired to like resist this kind of when I see ads like Gillette and I see all these progressives that I despise, that encourages me. I'll never back down. I'll never change. I'll never apologize. I will never. I'd rather go to jail. Like I if, I will never like remember that Gillette ad. I said it earlier. We're constantly bombarded by being told that we're not allowed to approach and pursue women that we find attractive. Um, when I see this kind of propaganda, that encourages me to be like, like I'm not gonna abide by these rules. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do it more now. I'm gonna go out and do more game. I'm gonna, go against all your like your crappy propaganda. Um, let's see. Know Your Earth says Italy is going to be empty. I'm not too familiar with what's going on in Italy, but Uh, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, let me see what this. So this chick. Let me just give you the breakdown of what happened today on Bumble. So I already told you guys. Yeah, if you're using Bumble, make sure your age range is set to like 18 to like whatever 31 or whatever age group you want. But mine was set, so I was being restricted. I didn't even realize I was set to like 25 to like 31. So I was only getting like a 6 year. I wasn't even getting the like 18 to 25-year-olds. I was missing out on all of them. But I signed up and I didn't sign up. I changed the setting and I just got all like bunch of hotties. Like that's my fucking messenger. These hotties. Um, but yeah, I just this chick that I matched with, she's Chinese, and she's living in Tokyo. So she says she matches with me. She says hi there. I say hey, how are you? She says hey, good. How's your day? Any fun planned tonight? Instantly, I know she wants to. I know she wants to have sex immediately. She said no. When a girl says something like that, any fun planned tonight, right off the bat, it's just I know what's going on. So this is like just 3 messages in. I say no plan unless you want to join me. Wink, because I know what's up. And then she says, that could be fun. You want to grab a drink or something? I say, sure, but I'm busy until 10 p.m. If you can meet me at Musashi Koyama, my station, at 10 p.m., I'd like to meet you. Uh, and then she says, I've never been there before, but sure, why not? Who will say no to meeting a cute guy after work? So then I give her my QR code for my other messenger, and we continue to chat there a bit. So she says, hi. I say, hey, looking forward to meeting you. Same here. You got some drinks at your place. So now she's initiated that we're coming to my place. First of all, we're supposed to be just going for drinks. Now she says, you got some drinks at your place? Smiley face. I go, sure, let's do that. And she says, yeah, okay. Sounds great. Come to the west exit. And she says, sure, I'll see you there. Wink, wink. Dude, like, when it works, it just there's really not much resistance. Um, that's why it's like so important for guys to the thing that's similar with online and day game is completely different, like very, very different. But the thing is, there's one thing that's similar is that whenever you get something like this, like a home delivery, someone that's gonna like just wanna like come around. A lot of time in whenever it works out in day game, especially when it's like you get the contact, you do the approach, you talk, you get the contact, you set up the date, and you take them home, you bang. There's never much resistance. There's never much shit tests. Um, Sometimes there is, but it's just I might be contradicting myself in some sense because there is always there you know this is there is some kind of shit test usually, but it's kind of really like just, it's more playfulness. um like, oh, I don't do this, and but like they're obviously here to do the deed. I mean, like especially when they're that direct. But yeah, it's just important to yeah, it's just important. Like it's important to just you know, it is worth making a good profile, and that's like what John has set up this salt course. This stuff is real. This stuff really works. It's worth making having a good online presence. Um, to be quite honest, I should like my Instagram, as most of you guys know, is one of them is for this day game stuff, and that's for you guys. Like that's not for like I don't give that to chicks. Like that's not obviously not gonna. And then the other one is the photography one. I need to get working on a like a personal Instagram. I don't have a personal Instagram. Like I said, one of them's the erotic photography one, and the other is like the day game one. So, but if you have a really good, you really like I wouldn't say you need it. I play by the rules differently, but you should. It's like one of those bonus things. It's I should be taking my own advice here, but I know what works. I know you should like all you guys. You should have a good Instagram, and that shows you doing cool stuff because that's part of the game these days. A lot of these girls are looking even looking. When I exchanged. Look at this. The first I haven't even opened it yet. This chick says just matched with her here, and she says, but yeah, it's kind of hard to read, but I'll just read it. She said, "Yo," I say, "Yo, thanks for the ad. Is your profile in Meguro?" Because I recognized the place she was. So she says, "Yeah, been ages. I got that pic, probably 3 years ago." And then she said, "Got Insta. Kind of want to stalk you. LOL." So these girls want to like keep tabs on you. So if you've a banging, hanging out, doing cool things, dude, that gives you like serious clout, you know. Obviously, if you've a lot of followers too, that would be helpful. But you know, it's worth having, even if you don't have a lot of followers, even if you have a lot of like good photos. It's just something that's part of the you know, dating scene these days. Like I said, I don't even have one, but I'm still on it. I still recognize that I should have one. I do things a little differently with photography game and whatnot, but you know, I make it work, guys. I make it work. If you know, if I see, I always have day game to rely on. See, I almost rely on day game too much. I mean, right now online, kind of between my regulars and online with new chicks coming through, uh, you know, I don't, you know, I sometimes get lazy. You know, I need to, but these are like the bonus points. Look at this chick now. Oh man, she's already at the station. I gotta tell you, she's 10 minutes early. Let's see, what did she say? I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of out of focus. Hi, I'm at the station. What did she say? It's too cold. I'm in the family mart now. Okay, this chick, she'll have to wait. uh, yeah, but she's already there, straight from Bumble. Um, yeah, but these things, man, like it's all possible. Um, you just got to go and yeah, put the time in, and you know, just like realize that you know you got to get good photos. You got to have, you know, this is all in Salt in MLD's course. He does a really good breakdown of it. He'll like get your dating profile up, and he's coming out with 2.0 pretty soon. Um, so it is worth it. Trust me. You know, I still love day game. I mean, I'll never give up day game because I still stand by the fact that I still get the hottest chicks from day game. I mean, I can get 18 to 21 year olds from day game, and you know, it's always going to be more difficult online. But in day game, boom, I can do it. Hottest girls ever. Um, yeah, I'm probably gonna roll out, pick up this chick, and smash. It's gonna be a good time. Um, but yeah, thanks for joining. I'll let you guys know what happened tomorrow. Hopefully, she's not psychotic. You know, like the last chick. Well, she was just an SJW. I consider SJW psychotic, so you know. But hopefully, she doesn't give me any of that. But as usual, like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, get over to my website, check out the premium content. Um, if you're interested in day game, anything to do with game, as you can see, it's working out for me. I can help you guys out too. Yeah, I'd appreciate the support. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one wherever you're at. Peace out. Catch you tomorrow night for another episode of Player Life. Peace out.